This video is for the introduction part, where we need to get the difference between commercial and non-commercial activities, right? Now, what is the difference will help you to know that how these are also called economic activities and non-economic activities, right? There are another names which we use for the commercial activities is economic activities and non-economic activities for non-commercial activities, right? Now, for that you need to first understand that all the activities are actually called human activities if they fulfill only one condition, that is they need to be performed by some humans, right? So human activities, when will be they called human activities? When they are performed by any of the human persons, right? Now humans can be anybody, men, women, children, kids, anybody, right? If you are doing it, that means you are doing what? You are doing it by a person, it is being performed, and it is done by a human being, therefore it becomes a human activity. Now you think, why would he be doing this activity? Why is he doing? The main reason is to satisfy himself, right? He is trying to satisfy his wants. He has some desires in life, so if he wants to satisfy those wants, he will perform some activity, and these activities we perform daily, right? As I am teaching, this is an activity. You are studying, this is an activity. We consume food, that is an activity. We get up early and we take bath, we take classes, whatever, right? All these things are done throughout the life, so these continue throughout our life, so they are continuously being performed by all the humans just to satisfy their wants, right? I have to teach, it will satisfy my want. You will study and it will satisfy your want, right? So these are called human activities. Now classifying human activities into two will give you, one is economic, right, or commercial. So both are one and the same thing. Now coming to that, what are economic activities? Now just relate to the word economic. Economic stands for finance. That means it has to carry a monetary value. If it is carrying a monetary value, then we will say that it is an economic activity when you are earning money out of it, right? So when we perform an activity, so we can say an activity. I am just helping you to get the keywords, bache, right? So an activity when helps you to earn money, then it is called commercial or non-economic activity. That means the money is being attained out of it, right? Then only it becomes an economic activity. Now activity can be any such activity, koi bhi kaam, it can be anything which gives you money, right? That means I am working anywhere, I am employed somewhere, I am doing some business, anything, right? So it will give you money, then only it can be called an economic activity. Now talking about just the opposite, which is non-economic, or you can say non-commercial, right? So that means it is not at all related to commerce, that means it is not at all related to money. That means no money income is going to come out of a non-economic activity. As I am going to a temple, right? I am doing it just for my own personal satisfaction. My soul gets satisfied, right? It just gives me peace. It does not give me money, right? So I am going to temple, I follow some religious activities, we do so many cultural activities, all these things, but they are all called what? They are all called non-commercial activities, because these are just done by the reason of love. I am showing love to somebody, right? I am sympathizing somebody, so it can be sympathy, right? I am performing any religious activity, it can be related to my religion, right? So any such thing which does not give you money but gives you a human satisfaction, internal satisfaction, soul satisfaction, right? So you do not get money, but you still get some satisfaction, which is your personal aspect, right? As some people, they go to temple and they sit there for 2 or 3 hours, right? That time, if he would have spent on an economic activity, he would have earned money. He is sitting in the temple because he is getting personal satisfaction. उसके लिए monetary satisfaction ज़्यादा ज़रूरी नहीं है, जबकि personal satisfaction उसके लिए ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, right? I hope you are able to understand that these are what? These are economic activities, and there they are called non-economic activities. So your money motive makes you an economic activity. Simple. The main reason is what? That it is a monetary thing. So money is related to it. Now money money can be earned in some manner. There are some manners where we can earn money. So commercial activities again classified into three. What is it? The first one is business, second one is profession, and third one is employment. Right? Now coming to business. What is business? When we are producing something, that means production of something and then selling it for profit. If I'll produce but I'm not selling, obviously I'm not going to get profit. So I have to produce something, right? And then I have to sell it in the market. That means some production, some exchange, some transfer, some possession change, right? It has to take place. It can be of goods specifically and it can be of services as well. So business can also relate to any service. That means you can see people, they are tailors, right? They stitch your clothes, they are providing you a service. You go to a salon, you get a haircut, right? It is also an activity, but it is a service. So it is a business for somebody, but he is providing you what? He is providing you a service. So here he is actually trying to either sell the goods or he is trying to sell the services for money again, right? He has the main motive of the businessman is profit motive, right? If there is no profit, he will not be called a wise businessman, right? So if he wants himself to be called a wise businessman, he has to spend some time and some money upon that, and then he can earn more money. As mean the money which is introduced in the business as capital will yield more money, right? So investment money called capital, which will make you what? Earn wealth. So capital, wealth, these are two words which you can, keywords which you can use for forming any of your sentences. So these are just the keywords which will just put a click in your mind that yes, I can help, these words can help me in writing something. So business, what do you use? You use capital mainly, right? Now capital also involves some other things, not only money. It is, there are some 4 M's, right? 4 M's are what? First M is machines, you use machines. Second, you use manpower, right? And third M is money, the money thing. And the fourth is method. What method you are going to apply for doing a business? If I am making shirts, what kind of shirts? T-shirts, or you can say the shirts which are the formal shirts, slim fit, straight fit, there are so many, right? So what method are you going to apply? That will also make you a good businessman if you have an improved method. Now coming to the second one, which is profession. Now what is profession? Profession here actually means that you have some specialized knowledge, right? Just keep an example of a doctor or a chartered accountant upon your mind so that you can get to know that what is profession. A doctor, he is specialized in his knowledge. He knows which patient, right, has to be treated in what way. He cannot give the same treatment to everybody, right? It cannot happen. Where in business, the same goods can be provided to everybody. The same type of shirts can be bought by many people. But in profession, same treatment cannot be given to all the patients. They require a specified, or you can say a specific service, a personal service, which is of a specialized nature, right? And this specialized knowledge is to be attained with, you can say, a lot of studies. These people have to take a course and they have to properly study the whole of the course, right? And not only taking the knowledge is enough for them, training is very compulsory. That means a pre-internship or something like that, where you learn something, preliminary training, where you learn so many things, that how things are performed or how we need to use our qualification, because just attaining the qualification through books will not make you a doctor until and unless you have practiced something, right? So training will make you a practitioner. Next is the restricted entry. The keyword you can use is the entry is restricted. That means not everybody can become a doctor. You have to pass a entrance test or something like that, which will actually enable you to go into that line, right? So this line you cannot cross. You have a restricted entry and you will have to follow this entry, then only you will be allowed to enter that further thing, right? And the last one is fee. He does not charge profit. He takes what? He charges fee for his services. So he is providing you the service. Now here you can see profession will not deal in goods. It is always for the services. And here the profit is not attained, or the monetary form which is attained is not profit. It is called fee, right? And then one more thing you can use here is association. You have to get associated to somebody. You can say some organization or some institution actually. So there are some actually professional associations for Indian citizens. If you want to become doctor, you will have to get registered, or you will have to take a membership from Medical Council of India. For lawyers, you use it Bar Council of India. For chartered accountants, it's Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. So you can learn any 2 or 3 examples for getting to know that how association rises up. That means how the people are associated, right? And they are providing service. They are providing for fee, not for earning money, and they have to be very you can say restricted up to their services. They cannot just start doing anything without getting any professional knowledge or something like that. It is very compulsory that you require that knowledge, right? Third one is employment. So the first one was business, second one of commercial activities was profession, and the third one is employment. Employment can be anything where you are employed under somebody. That means you have a boss over there, right? And you are serving under him. That means you are a subordinate, right? He is the superior to you. Boss can be called the superior. So the words you can use here is the boss is the superior person, right? He has more authority, he has more responsibility, and you are the subordinate person, right? And then you both are linked in the form that one is performing work for the other. Now he will be called, because the person who is on the higher position will be called the employer, because he will be employing you. So you are called the employee, and there will be a monetary consideration where both of persons shall agree, which is called salary, right? And here the main thing is that you do not have to use your own rules. You cannot. You will have to follow all the rules and regulations being made by your employer, right? So you have to be very careful that whenever you are employed under somebody, that means you have a written contract with that, which is actually called appointment letter, right? And you guys have to work all together. Now coming to non-commercial activities, they are specific. There are no types of non-commercial activities, right? Because they are done just for our own personal satisfaction. We are not doing it for money, no relation to money, right? I can just take an example. If you say that a mother, she is taking care of her child, right? She's not doing it because of any monetary gains, right? She is doing just for the personal satisfaction, right? And so if we say that this mother is working for, or is working, or she is taking care of the child, yehi mother, if she was taking care of the child of some other person, she would have got money for that, right? So the same activity can become commercial and can become non-commercial just because of the change of place or change of time, right? That at the time you are at home, you are looking after your child, you are not getting any money. But at the daytime, if you are taking care daycare, you are taking care of other people's children, you will get money out of it. Same way happens with a nurse also. A nurse, where she is working in a hospital, she is getting money. And if the nurse is taking care of her mother at home, she is not getting any money. So the same activity can be called commercial, and it can also be called non-commercial, just by the meaning that where it is being performed. The activity is performed at what place or at what time. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, please give it in the comment section, right? And you can subscribe the channel for more latest videos of your own class and syllabus. Thank you so much.